As we're waiting for people to come out, I need to make sure that we got it going. Yep, we have. We've finally got it going. I just forgot to have a stream key. The stream's looking good from our end. People are coming out. While they're coming out, let's flick over to what is going to be a very tasty JC back there is left. I'm guessing he couldn't make the race. We're going to go with the driver standings, and it's very, very close at the top. Well, it's very close. For the last two races, it's going to be close. We've got JKeSport currently in the lead in the Williams with 123 points. 8 points behind him is Monkey Mafia, also in the Williams. So they could possibly, if they have good finishes today, tie up the constructors. Chris Money making his charge on 99 points in the McLaren. So Money needs to probably get another win to take it to the last round. And then we've got Johnny 5 in 4th place with 83 points, tied in 4th place with Caddies Knox on 83 points. Savin, the other McLaren, is 6th. Braylo 7th. Kraz 8th. Kraz J in 8th. K-Dog in 9th. Best Pons 10th. Agscatty 11th. Esognim 12th. Spaceman 13th. Freeman 14th. Feeman 06, the retired Feeman 06, 15th, JC Blackley 16th, Rusty 17th, Kaz 18th, Graphic 19th, and Jolly Roger is in 20th place. As for the constructors, Williams have an 18-point lead, so a nice double points finish for the guys will probably seal it. So Williams in 1st place, then Ferrari, then McLaren, with the Haas in 4th, AlphaTauri 5th, Red Bull 6th, Mercedes 7th, Renault 8th, Racing Point 9th, and Alfa Romeo backing up the pack in 10th place. Let's get to qualifying then. So we've got a few people on there. So we've got a Red Bull. So K-Dog's going to kick off qualifying on the first hot lap. So we'll stay on board. She does a bit of grass cutting going into turn 1. But gets it turned in and comes out the corner nonetheless. Through the tricky S section, you've got to be fully committed. Obviously, it's early in the session. You just want to get a bankman at the time being. For the time being, get a feel as she goes round a little bit, but manages to save it. I think that Racing Point in front, as we have one of the Williams, is just letting another Williams by. Both on outlap, so I'm guessing one of the Williams must have got loose. So K-Dog's going to be the first one to post a lap. And you have 7 people in the chat. Let's see what she's going to put in as the Racing Point gets well out of the way. Obviously it's going to be purple. She's probably the first one to cross. Going to be the first one through the sectors on a flyer, and her banker will be a 30.7. Ag's going to come out of the line with a 31.4. The Williams are both starting up, and we've got Jolly Rogers about to finish his. He's had I think he's span coming out the hairpin, so he might come into the pits. What about the graphic one? Coming into Spoon. On the mediums. Is he committed through 130R? Couple of dabs of the steering wheel. Gets a bit shaky over the curb, it unsettles his car. But obviously he must have had an incident because at 159. We got Monkey opting to go on the softs and ZGS on the mediums. And he runs wide onto the grass coming out the hairpin. And he turns his ERS down. Let's see how Monkey's doing. Monkey's coming down towards 130R. Gets through it. Manages the chicane nice enough. And he posts a 29.3. Rusty's currently pole with 29.2. Spaceman is invalidated and he's going to go for another one, I believe. So Jess will come into the pits. We've got Rockstar 2, Vanka. He is being held up by his teammate, which is Rusty. As he gets loose. And he goes pole with the 129.1. Held up a little bit as well, so that he definitely lost time. Johnny Rogers going to improve. What about Pons? Pons goes fourth with a 29.7. Spaceman comes out of a hairpin. Probably got Mr. Overkill coming out of Spoon, and we've got Spaceman right behind him. So these two drivers, they'll be like the end of the first cycle of the first runs. Chris has just come out on his outlap. He's on his outlap already. As you said, Chris needs to put in a solid time. He needs to beat the Williams this race. Mr. Overkill puts in a 29.5 as we go on board with Spaceman, 30.7. Same as K-Dog. The bags we've got, I believe it's the, could be, yeah, out of fuel, I believe. This Pons will come past. Spaceman seems to just either lost it on track or just got off the track completely to let people through. So Chris is going to be shaping up for his lap. We'll stay with him. We will ride on board. In fact, as he gets good traction coming out the last corner. On a charge, what is his turn one like? How much speed does it carry in? Does he carry it in? Uses his foot to tuck it in on the throttle, nice. Rides over the curb. Sometimes that can unsettle your car. And he's through Dunlop. For the first Degner. Second Degner. Opts not to touch the curb. You can straddle that curb and not get track limit warning. And what about this one? Tentative, but gets the job done. There was no stabbing of the throttle out of it. It was just as soon as he got it planted, he left it planted. What about the entrance of Spoon? Keeps it in fifth. Will he shift down to 12? Yes. Back up to fifth out. A little bit late, but still clean. Can't complain. First lap with 8 minutes left, so he'll probably get another run at it. But he's purple again, but I think that's just because it's his first set time. It's a stupid glitch with Codemasters. But now, as he goes in deep for the first corner, gets it sort of tucked in, but this looks like it's going to be a stormer. Yeah, it's a 27.5. Who's been practicing for the title charge? It's the money man, the money maker. But Rusty seems to have improved as well. He's purple. The oil can isn't rusty anymore. It seems it's a glittering, shiny new oil can. we're going to keep on board. Hopefully, if he can catch up to this Mercedes in front, he might get a little bit of that slip. On the pair nice and early. Looked more confident than Chris coming out of the spoon. He's just going to carry all that momentum towards 130R. Dedication. Does he get it perfect for turn one, for the turn in? He does. It does look a bit neater. He is going to improve, but it's not going to be like Chris's. Chris just had it on rails, it seemed. What about Monkey? JKeSport is 17th at the minute, which is not where he wants to be when you're leading the championship. Monkey needs to put in a time. I believe there's still a lot of time in Rockstar. At least 6/10. Very committed Monkey, and he just compromises that exit of spoon. Going into it, you run wide on that curb. You try and turn in whilst on that curb. It's just going to unsettle the balance of the car. So, if I was Monkey, I'd pit, get and just do your last run. Or is he going to go again? He's got enough ERS to go again. Has he got enough fuel? He did improve, he's done a 28.8. So we know there's more time in Monkey's lap there, because that looked... This CAD comes in the pit. What about Pons? Has just started his lap on the mediums, then that's an invalidation. K-Dog has come in. She's improved to a 30.1. Spaceman, not improved. S-Hog on the mediums. Poor man's pole at the minute. Johnny 5 languishing in the 130s as well. He will be disappointed. We're still wondering what game he's picked out to play that he's going to stream. Apparently it's a scary one, but we'll see. And obviously JC Batley's left the session, so I'm not thinking he's coming back, so we will have JC Batley. As long as JKeSport puts in a lap, that car will start at the back of the grid and won't be a problem. Obviously Ghosting's off, so he will be a problem in regards to being blue flag, but it's AI. The AI will get out of the way, so it won't be a problem. Kaz is on his out lap. He hasn't set a time. JKeSport hasn't set a time. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty much a one shot for JKeSport. As Pons getting on his AI invalidated early. Mr. Overkill. It does look a little bit tentative. But so far, it's still 1.2 seconds clear of second place. So, unless he feels that's the best he's going to get out of the car. Yeah, Mr. Overkill's 2 points. You can get back in the pits and get final running. Jolly Roger seems to have made a mistake. Graphics tentative coming out, he's made a mistake. That looks like a full double is pulling off. I believe it's still stationary. What's up, old chum? He's gonna let people pass. Very good hindsight, very good map awareness. Using your track map to its full potential. He will let the Alpha through and he'll have enough time to get back onto track and drive. Oh, he's got no fuel whatsoever. If you're listening to the stream, Graphic Turtle, you can retire now. You can retire after this car. You can retire if you've got no fuel. Because you're not going to get back in and you're not going to hinder anyone. But you're going to be safe now. More than safe. So it looks like Rockstar is setting up now He's going to get it. Great traction at the last corner. I've been ignoring my YouTube comments. It's a wet race apparently. Jesus Christ, it's going to be crazy. As long as they get the wet race and we don't. That's all that matters, isn't it? Could we have a situation, could we have a Senna Prost situation going into turn 1? Where championship contenders take each other out? Hope not. But we want this title fight to possibly go to the last race. It will for some drivers, but you want the plethora. You want at least 7. Imagine 7 people being in the hunt for the title on the last race. Oof. I didn't notice if he had a purple or he was green. I think the purple sector is what counts at this point in time. There's Chris Money, Monkey Mafia, everyone's coming out. So Jess is on a flyer as well. He is behind a Rockstar to Ivanka. And he's going to get the big suck of Mr. Overkill. And Mr. Overkill doesn't deny him not full suckage. All about your entry into this corner. Gets it right. Is he going to beat Chris? No, 28-2. ZGS. Horrible. It seemed. So I don't think Monkey is going to make. Oh, he is. Sorry. So ZGS has really got to put it together now to try and keep his title hopes alive, because trying to scrap through and he's invalidated. Oh, he's going to start at the back. Rusty's not setting another lap, so it's only Monkey who can really challenge for pole here. Let's see if he's up coming through out of Dunlop and coming towards the big Degs. He's purple. He's a 10.5 up. But he has got traffic in front of him that could hinder. He needs to gain a lot though. He needs to gain 1 point. He needs to gain another 1.1 seconds for the rest of this lap. Otherwise Chris can just... We don't need to set a lap. But he will. He'll want to try and improve. As Monkey looks to have a better spoon exit than he did last lap. After he lost the majority of his time. So let's see how much he's up now. He's got a better spoon. He's only 3/10. He needs to have a miracle. A miracle last few corners. And that looks clean as well. Oh, just improves. He lost time. You're going to ride on board with a pole sitter. This unlucky for ZGS. Leading the title, leading the Drivers' Championship. Not being able to put in a lap. He'll be on the reverse strategy. As Chris adds insult to injury and goes a full second faster to complete qualifying. So Chris is putting the money where his mouth is, you know what I mean? He's doing what's needed of him. It'd be nice to have his teammate help him, back him up as well. But he hasn't got his teammate here this week apparently. So he's doing it alone. But it's going to be Chris to take pole. A reserve of Rockstar to Vanka in second place. Rusty in a nice third place from the Orcan himself. Monkey Mafia in fourth. He really needs to get a shift on. Best Puns for fifth. Mr. Overkill sixth. Caddy's Knock seventh. Johnny 5 eighth. Gets it finally in there in the top 10. K-Dog 9th. Jolly Roger 10th. Spaceman 11th. Poor Man's Pole for Spaceman. S. Ognim 12th. Agskatty 13th. Graphic Turtle 14th, Kaz 15th, JC who disconnected 16th, and ZGS who had that invalidation on his last flyout, who's leading, heading out the pack like. And look at that, I forgot it was a wet race, and it is. So it's going to be tasty, I'll tell you that now. We're just going to wait for people to adjust their setups. Well, you can't adjust their setups, it's adjust their strategies. As we have 10 people watching. If you're new and you've come across this video somehow due to the fantastic YouTube algorithm, why don't leave a like, drop a subscribe. Maybe if you play a fun games and you'd fancy league racing, I'm sure there's a link to the Discord in the description of these videos, or on the channel description itself. But no one wants to get a penalty, so no one's pressing it early. In the wet, those S's, especially coming out of Dunlop, you pin that throttle whale too early, you're going off. So it's going to be really tricky for some drivers who are better in the dry than they are in the wet. I can safely say that that falls into my category. There's people, if you can see beyond the names, people are actually riding that Ferris wheel in the wet. More power to them. And look at the cars. Look at the cars bouncing. Boom. They're going to get this formation lap well underway. They'll get that lap data on. Get those wet tyres on. "11 people watching now. Let's see how many. There's 12 people watching. If there isn't 12 likes on this stream for everyone watching, I like every stream. It boosts. It tries to boost the algorithm so it gets the video to other people. So leave a like. Drop a like. It is a wet race, Scaffers. Full wet race as well, I believe. So UK time now, it's 26 minutes past 11. We go racing in tier 1 at 12:30. This could go the maximum. Oh, imagine that disqualification in formation. That means you're disqualified from the race. That'd be a tough burn. Look at it, look at all that, just the rain hitting the track. We could have it could be turning monsoon. Kaz will definitely be screwed off the line, and because it looks a bit forceful. It's sideways rain, like. All we know is Chris needs to really get a clean getaway. It looked like he had nice qualifying pace. It looked like a dry setup. But we never know. All we know is there's points to be had. ZGS needs to have the drive of his life. A DNF. Well, he's still in the fight regardless. It will go to the last race for him. But Chris and Monkey are going to pull in on him. Well, Monkey's only 8 points behind. I think Chris is only like 18 points behind. So it's going to be a good one. And if Chris, Monkey and ZGS all have bad races, and 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th all pick up the slack, like all pick up the top 4 positions, then we're going to have a very entertaining last race, because they'll all be in with a shout. I think, anyway. Don't hold me to that, I think. Anyway, I'm waffling on here. That's That's the horriblest camera angle ever. Here we go. We're waiting for the lights for this wet Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. I can hear 5. And we're away. We're going to ride on board so we can... As Rockstar gets a fantastic getaway. So does Monkey. As there's a little touch. Rusty goes wide. There's a few wings gone. As Jolly Roger fails to get off the grid, it seems. Monkey's... Oh, Chris has lost his right end plate. What about Monkey? Monkey's got away. What about Rockstar? Rockstar. So Chris has lost the right end plate. And it's going to be horrible trying... Oh, he's gone wide. As Ponzi's passed. Really struggling with that wing. Oh, Mr. Overkill. Is JC Blackley driving? I'm not sure. No, it's his AI. So JC Blackley's AI is jumped from 16th up into 8th place. Space Fans up 1. K-Dog's lost a few. Agscat is behind. Jolly Roger must have had a stall, anti-stall. Monkey's doing what he needs to. Rusty has got no ERS left for the... Caddy's looking to make up for a few missed races as well. Nearly losing it. Coming out of 130R. Rusty. Enabling his ERS. So he's got a lot of ERS. You're not going to lose a lot because you're just going to gain it, most of it back. As the timing board says, it's lap 3 when it's lap 2. As Pons dips a little, 2 of his tyres outside of the track. As Money has decided not to pit, so he's just going to drop to the back of the field, I believe. No, he isn't. He's still there. He's still... As Jolly Roger's in the pits, I don't know what's happened. He might have had a terrible start and gone into the wall. But as everyone comes through Sector 1, the timings will fix itself. We know Rockstar's in front with Monkey second. I mean, Chris is still in 6th place. He's going to be struggling with that wing, but I think he might just leave it out, like have to sweat it out and hope for a safety car or a VSC so we can get that cheap pit stop to get it fixed. As we have someone spinning, I think it's Graphic as well, coming out of the hairpin. Bit treacherous that is. Monkey is keeping tabs. As Rockstar appears to be out of overtake for that lap. So on to lap 3, Rockstar with a 43, Rusty. So Rusty's coming back into it now, setting the fastest lap. Maybe he can sense a win here. If he can pull away from Cad, he can definitely bank a podium. Pons will know something's up with Chris because he's just pulling away from Chris, and Chris is just leaking time. Mr. Overkill's behind him. Really can't do anything with the dirty air. And how narrow the track is, especially with some of these corners. As we have another spinner, it's Johnny. He's gone off, but it looks like to have no ring damage. If he doesn't get this turned around, he might get disqualified for facing backwards. As Rusty has pulled within a second, and he's pulled a second on Cad. And Pons is right beneath Cad as well. So Cad on his comeback after missing a few races is under pressure. And Johnny, he gets it going, does he? Let's just have a look. Yeah, he gets gets it going again. So we're going to have Rusty be joining this group in a bit. All roughly on the same ERS, but Rusty's burning for it a lot more so he can catch. Oh, there's a flag in Sector 1 and it's graphic. Oof. So, I think I missed that then, so something has happened. And Monkey has got into the lead. Wings appear fine now, so as Pons gets past Cad. Pons could have had a win last week, but penalties as Cad goes off. And somehow got an indestructible front wing, fair enough. That'll probably be a bonus in his eyes. That could have been race over as well, so he got very lucky there. Pons is catching up to his Raiders. Oh, Rusty's retired. That's going to be a safety car. Yeah, he's on track. Here's the first safety car. Poor old Rusty. Rusty Rusterson. Rusty Rusterson, the Rusterson's the third. Okay, I'll stop now. Oh! As it appears, JC Butley's AI has just thought, yes! He's gone straight. So JC Butley's AI has got a 5-second penalty. That's the first time I've seen an AI go full on kamikaze into someone. Oh. So now Chris Money can pit, possibly get a free pit stop. He'll end up in 6th. I would pit and get that front ring replaced because you're just going to fall back under a safety car restart. Pit, Chris, pit. Yeah, he's heard me. So Pons is in 3rd. You got to watch your deltas. You do not want to be getting the drive through. So Chris will pit. JC Blackley's car is going to come into. He's got no front wang like. Sorry, Rusty man. That's a shame for Rusty. So Chris will drop a few places, but he'll be on fresh inters. Try not to do anything silly to get front wing damage and pull his way through the field. ZGS has moved into 7th place, so he's doing what he needs to do at the minute as well. K-Dog in 6th, Cade in 5th, Overkill. As a safety car picks everyone up on that lap 5 out of 27. It does be wet, T-Bird. It be wet. And it could be a few laps before the safety car picks up everyone as well. So no one has been lapped. So everyone gets to stay on the same lap. So that's good. JC Buckley's AI serves the 5 seconds in the pit. I can't believe that. AI just going mental. It's a good job, yeah, that no one was following JC right behind him. Obviously it was a safety car, so they would have kept the distance. But if that was still green flag racing, that could have been a bit... because someone would have went to dodge that and gone right, and JC's AI smashed into Rusty, and Rusty's car went to the right. So if someone would have tried to think, oh, I'm going to get past on the right, they would have been taken out by Rusty's car. It would have been horrendous. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Oh, it's Johnny Roger picks up 3. T-Bird, Rusty, I think, come out of the second Degner, coming under the bridge and just got on the curb and lost it. Out the wall. I'm sure if you're watching on your phone or on your YouTube via your PS4, you can go back and watch it. I believe it's the start of lap 5. Lap 5 or lap 4. Because it'll be another lap yet before the safety car comes in. If it comes in now, it's left the 2 Mercedes and the Racing Point in a world of hurt. So we'll be going round and it will restart on lap 8. Get this going and we'll have 19 racing laps to go. It doesn't look like the weather's going to abide and go dry, so, and no one's gone onto the wet tyres, so it isn't getting worse. As you can just see the spray coming off the back of Monkey's car. You know, big old spray. So it's looking good for Williams at the minute. I think Williams are going, as it seems, to wrap up the constructors. If Monkey and ZGS can if ZGS can improve as well, then it will be a given. But we'd all love to see the drivers go to the last race. Johnny Rogers pits, he'll catch up, and we'll be going underway. You can just see that round, just bouncing off the track, soaked asphalt. How is the stream? I forgot to ask. Is the stream, voice, the audio, the video all good? Nothing's overpowering the other one. Is the game sound overpowering my voice? As it comes round, we'll be getting a signal that the safety car will be coming in. We'll be getting this race back off underway for 19 more laps around Suzuka. As Bert Molander is going to come in. The Monkey Man will get this race back underway. The thing is, he's trying not to go too slow through the chicane. Oh, as Chris gets 5 seconds for a collision with Agna, it's definitely going to be. As Monkey's just gone. Monkey's gone. Back to green flag. Monkey's away. Pons in third. Mr. Overkill goes wide and Cad goes through as well. K-Dog with ZGS behind. Johnny picks up 3 seconds for track limits. And falls behind. As we have a yellow. As that graphic turtle off, he's going to fall to the back. As Chris got damage again. Yeah, he's lost his left hand plate this time, so he's going to be feeling it even more on this track. So, going bad to worse for Chris at the minute. As Monkey's just pulled, Pons has got past Banker as well. Now it's on Pons to try and pull in Monkey Matthew and try and get this race win. Both chewing through their ERS. Seems like Rockstar's lost a bit of his pace. Oh! As Cad has just bit it coming out of 130R, grabbed the curb, and the curb has chewed him up and spat him out into the wall. So Chris Money picks up 3, and it's VSC now, so Chris can get in the pits unless he's already gone through. He's going to get in the pits, save his 5 seconds, get the wing changed. So they're just up to 5th from the back of the grid. As Jolly Roger comes into the pits as well. Like I said, you have to be careful of your delta on the VSC. It's very easy to get a drive through apparently, especially coming out of the VSC. There you go, as Graphic Turtle picks up 1. So that'll be pretty much a done deal for Graphic Unlucky, as Cad has left. Suzuka, a wet Suzuka, has already got 2 people. As it seems Best Pons was caught up a second, like Monkey was 3 seconds ahead. As we have a flag. There's Graphic next to Chris Money pass. We're back racing. 2.2. There's some gaps around. We've got Kaz and K-Dog. Kaz taking it a little bit tentative through 130R. Has enabled Agskatty to come through. Space running ninth. Gets past the air of JC Batley. He's still disconnected, I'm just making sure. So I was going for it now. He's just, as ZGS comes into the pits, puts on a fresh set of enters, that'll take him to the end of the Grand Prix. K-Dog in 5th. 6.5 behind Mr. Overkill in 4th. I mean, it looks like she's the cork in this bottle from 5th down to 10th. So ZGS has ended up 14 seconds behind, but oh, as Graphic Turtle. And it's a VSC, he's lost it. Over on the pits. Seems like Monkey's not noticed the VSC. I hope he has. It's the last thing you want, especially for Monkey in the title picture. So that VSC come at 1 lap too late for ZGS, as you would have got a cheap pit stop. As we're down to 14 runners now, Graphic Turtle being the 3rd victim of a wet Suzuka race. As K-Dog picks up a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car. Oof. That's going to really put a dampener on the race. She's going to come in and serve it straight away. Seems JC Blackley's car has finally retired as well. So we're down to 13. Obviously JC Blackley's car being AI. So just after that pit stop is up into 8th place on the freshest tyres of all. Spaceman, as we have another VSC. I don't know who that's for. And this could be, well, it can't be a glitch now because you've had what? A safety car too. There can only be 2 more VSCs or safety cars. So now it's about not get as we go green again. No one's got a drive through this time, as we have 16 laps to go. Ooh, there's Pons on the back of Mafia. This is for the win. Has to be clean, nice clean driving. Pons purple 3rd sector, so Pons seems to have the pace. Could it come to ruin Monkey's day and Monkey's chance at championship glory? As we have another yellow flag, but that's for the run out of Jolly Roger, who gets going again. Oh, as Pons bites it. And that's a VSC. Major 4th allotted VSC. That's a safety car. So we'll get one more, and then it'll be a race right to the end with no more interruptions. As Rockstar Vanka picks up a drive-through penalty. Pons goes back through. So that's going to ruin this the reserves race. It's unlucky. As you have another yellow flag, that's K-Dog this time. Taking a trip, and we're back green. So we've got Spaceman who's keeping tabs with Vag. That's the best gap we got at the minute. Let's see if you can do it. At the minute, no penalties. To be fair, if you try and extend track limits on this track, you're gonna, especially in the wet, it's gonna bite you in the balls. It's on Spaceman to try and get moved in as Rockstar will come in to serve the drive-through. And it will drop him at least into 8th place. ZGS is catching up with this. He's only 9.59 seconds behind now. The pit window is open for these drivers, so they'll be coming into the pits. I believe Spaceman could probably go to the end on these. I'm not sure. I don't know what the tyre deg's like on the Inters. I don't race in the wet. I don't practice in the wet. To be fair, I don't practice. Once a week I practice, and that's on a Tuesday. My practice is racing itself, and sometimes it doesn't prove fruitful. But Spaceman is keeping very good tabs as Chris is trying to salvage his race. He'll be okay to the end, because we'll get a look at how far the Monkey and that can go on their tyres to get a barometer on how far Chris can go on his. A barometer. Not even a fucking term. It's a word, it's a thing. Barometer measures fucking weather, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. Chris still trying to get past Johnny. As we have a yellow for no one. Everyone's got going again. The Spaceman has fallen, just lost a few more attempts. So we're just over halfway into this race now. If people have come into the pits, Kaz is going to take the lead. And puts in a fast lap as well on 13 lap old intermediate tyres, so they're not dropping off, it seems. As Monkey comes out in second. Going to keep an eye on this because Pons could be a bit... Oh, it seems Chris has had a bit of an incident coming out of the last two corners. One overtakes to be clean. Spaceman I think the Spaceman just lifts off to let Pons through as they start a bit of 5 speed in the pit lane. It's all about being patient. Patience is the key. But he's losing lots of time to, to Monkey Mafia in front, who's just got clean track. He knows Kaz more than likely he's going to have to pit. Because he'll pull in that 5 seconds in no time. As I believe Pons went for something that shouldn't have been, and he's got damage. Yep. And is he going to be responsible and let people through without hindering their race? So Pons is going to be out the picture now for the win. And Pons... that looks sus. That looked more sus than JC's because he had a lot of time to turn into that pit lane then. It looked like he just spearheaded for the pit wall. If you're watching, anyone watching, let me know. That looked very fucking sus. Apologies. And that to me tells it all. Oh, Chris has gone. Oh, he's had the curb coming out of Spoon. So you're going to be down to 11 runners, I believe, yeah. So we've got Spaceman fighting for third place here. If ZGS just takes his time, he knows he can't lose the title. He can't lose the title today. It's going to go to the last race for the two Williams drivers for sure. Chris Money's out now, so I think it's going to be a long haul for him. Oh, Spaceman just grabbing the grass. Let me have a look. It has been a sporting event as Monkey sets fastest lap. Oh, Spaceman goes well wide as we have a wheel in the pit lane still. So we have a big gap between 8th and 9th place. And then we've got this fight for third place here. I think Spaceman's now is just going to nurse those tyres to the end. You can see Rockstar's done 5th, probably, if he's got information off his engineer, he would have probably know Rockstar's done 15 laps on his inters. But it does show that he's done 15 laps because Spaceman is just catching up now. Mr. Overkill's on the freshest tyres out of the lot. Apart from Monkey, but Monkey's really catching Kaz now. I've got nothing against your Pons. It just looked But if you've got footage, like I said, footage proves everything wrong. Can prove everything right, proves everything wrong. That's all I'm going to say. I know you had a broken ring as well. It's just one of them. We had one last week and the person didn't have footage. Whereas if he had footage and it proved his innocence, he wouldn't have got a penalty. The spaceman comes into the pitch, he wants to get off these tyres. So it promotes ZGS up into fourth. Well, he was fourth anyway, but he's in the battle now to get a podium. Knowing Kaz has to pit as well, it could be a 1-2 for the Williams. It's getting closer. Monkey's closer to it as well, but let's see what ZGS can do. Oh, as he peeks a nose. Could have been a bit costly then. As they all catch. Oh, they've got drivers. Oh. Oh, here we go. The better grip from ZGS pulls through, and Rockstar's behind these. And about 16 laps. They're going to give out sooner or later. Kaz, as Monkey has got past Kaz, I'm sorry about that, Monkey. Oh, and I believe, is that SO or Spaceman? Oh, it's SO. Just going to safely let Jolly Roger through and K-Dog. That's good on you, pal. Can Mr. Overkill on those tyres now? He needs to pull in 4.4 seconds. He's got enough time to do it. But if the three cars in front of him pit, he's on for a podium himself. So it'll be a remarkable recovery from ZGS from starting from last, getting through all of the cuff-off, all of the safety cars, VSCs, getting himself back on the podium and pretty much ensuring that the title only goes, or guaranteed to go to the Williams. Both titles, so it'll be a double for the Williams drivers, and it'll be on them to fight it out in the final race. As it stands, they've got to cross the line first. So we've got a battle between these two on 17 lap old Inters. They've got to, one of them's got to pull the pin and just go in the pits. Whoever goes in the pits now is going to get an undercut. A nice undercut. Is any of them going to bite? Agscatty goes. Agscatty's the first. So Rockstar's got 5 seconds back. Oh, Mr. Overkill comes in. Has he got damage? It's a bit premature to be coming in on 4 lap inters. I'm guessing he has. Now they've changed his tyres very quickly, so I'm not sure what he's done there. But this is going to enable Spaceman to be in 6th place. ZGS picks up 3 seconds, but he's 6 seconds in front of his teammate. So what is Kaz going to do? Kaz can't take these all the way to the end, can he? he'll pretty much have nothing. As he dips a few wheels off track coming out of 130R, that's the last thing that you want to do. She goes around again. He's got Kaz and Rockstar have just stayed on the tyres they've started on. Obviously in the weight you don't need to fit. Is he going to opt to pit to just a ghost wheel? So is Ag going to get the undercut on him? It doesn't seem so. It looks like Ag's lost a bit of time. Yeah, Rockstar's going to come out way in front of Ag's getting it. Maybe Spaceman will get him. Yeah, Spaceman's going to get him. Good point. Spaceman into 5th. Needs to catch up. Johnny's on 14 lap old tyres, so his tyres are going to be in question as well. So we've seen Ag and Rockstar pit on like 17 lap old Inters. So I'm sure 19 lap old Inters are going to be terrible to be driving. Johnny 5 picks up another penalty. Let's have a look at penalties at the minute. So you've got ZGS with 3, Johnny with 6, Mr. Overkill with 8, Johnny Roger with 6, SO with 5, K-Dog with 3. So if Spaceman can pull in and get in the 6-second window, he's on the road for 4th place. But then you've got Rockstar, who's got a bit of pace about him. He's putting in a few tenths here and there. As we have 6 to go. It seems like Johnny does have a problem with those tyres, because it was 13 seconds is the delta, and then they're going out to 6.5, 6.2. Johnny just looks like it's just no traction compared to Spaceman. You see the engine sounds, well, yeah, let's get it. But Rockstar cooling those Inters by going off the line. So he done his pit stop, he come out 8 seconds. So Ag's got his last out, but he must have had a problem on his out lap coming out the pits. But he's got no penalties, that's the way it's got to be, as Spaceman is pulling in. I think the thing here would be when Rockstar gets to, I'd let Rockstar through. And then let him push ahead, get past Johnny, and then you can get Johnny's place due to penalties. Chris Money's left. Unlucky Chris, man, the curb has got you. The curb has got many a people. With 6 DNFs, 11 runners remaining. It's like Kaz still, he doesn't want to pit, so he's probably driving, keeping us to the end, and there's no point pitting now. ZGS pits. So that's weird as well. That might, he's got the gap. He's got a 25-second gap to Johnny. Apparently it says it's 25 seconds. As we have yellows, K-Dog has spun, coming through sector 1 in the S's. It's unfortunate, but it's 11 places. Points at the end of the day get you up the grid. As ZGS has I don't know what they've done to ZGS, but they've put him on soft tyres, which will which it'll be a hell to get back to the pit. He's going to lose a lot of time. So at the minute, Johnny Five's in 3rd place, but obviously it's going to be a crazy ending to this race because ZGS has span. Rockstar's gone off. Spaceman's pulling away now. Any damage for Rockstar? No damage for Rockstar, but there's certainly damage. That's going to really anger him when putting on those dry tyres coming into the pits. Now, it's on Spaceman to try and pull away from Rockstar here. With 4 laps to go, I believe. 5, yeah, 4. No, it'll be 4 after this lap once Monkey crosses the line. He's got it in the bag, it seems. And we have a... Oh, it's Mr. Overkill. Spinning coming out of Spoon. I'll be in the pits. Which will push Jolly Roger up into 8th place. Maybe SO. Grab some places as well as goes bad to us. As Rockstar Vanker picks up 3 seconds as well. So it's going from good to excellent for Spaceman here. He's got people in front and behind with penalties. And Kazzy, I can't believe Kazzy's tyres haven't blown up yet. Let's see how he takes Spoon. Seems okay still. He's managing, that's what he's doing. He knows that he can't, there's no point pitting. Well, he is, you can pit now and he'll come out exactly where he is. Which is what I'd do. You've got that pitch stop window behind you. Don't try and ruin a 2nd place finish by keeping the tyres. You've got that window, use it while you've got it. And he does. It's a good move. It's a solid move. So can Spaceman overtake Johnny on track and take this 3rd place by ride? Oh, they've pit Kaz on soft tyres. Jesus. Is it soft? It has stopped raining. I have noticed that. But I think they've put them on soft way too early. Because you can just see the spray. So Kaz is going to possibly... Let's see how he's taking it. Jesus Christ here. We're going to have a fantastic end to this race. As we have 4 to go, well, 3.5 to go. Oh, it can't turn. And Johnny's tyres are going to be feeling the worst of it. Spaceman is keeping that gap to Rockstar behind. I am not going to say anything, but Kaz is really struggling. It's took him 1 minute 20 to get to the hairpin. Whereas it took Johnny 55 seconds. Keep it simple. Keep it simple as well, Kaz, through Spoon. You can still pick up some decent points out of this race. It's not over. We have ZGF Spin. His race has gone from bad to worse as well. So Kaz has got no choice but to come in the pits. They can't have run out of intermediate tyres because Kaz didn't pit. He just went on to softs on a gamble, didn't they? Thinking there'd be enough there, and there isn't enough there. So I think JGS and Kaz went for the gamble, and the crossover was never going to appear. Like, you can just see the spray coming off the car. It's getting drier, but it's taking its time to get drier. As you have a yellow flag, it seems like Overkill's gone, ZGS has gone. Oh. I think that's a rage quit retirement. So unfortunate I caught that on stream, as people are going to see that, and that's going to be possibly a penalty. But I think you'll still pick up points anyway from finishing 90% of the race, which will move K-Dog up into 10th place. With Mr. Overkill possibly having damage. No, his wing look now, his just tyres have just gone, like he's got no heat and he's got just they're too hot. So K-Dog could be potentially on to grab 9th place here. Johnny needs to keep it simple as well because he'll get 4th place. Let's just have a quick look at position changes. We have Monkey up 3, Johnny up 6, Spaceman up 8, Rockstar down 2, Kaz up 10, Ag up 7, SO up 5, Jolly Roger up 2, Mr. Overkill's lost 3, and K-Dog lost 3. So you got 1 and a bit penalties left, I think. Oh, Kaz picks up 3. Yeah, there's just the tyres, they're just not there. As he's lost another place. He could lose a place to SO as well. He's got 2 laps to go round. And just look at that delta peel away. I don't think it'll peel away that much. We've got Rockstar trying to catch up. Let's hope he doesn't do anything stupid, knowing he has a penalty and Spaceman doesn't. You don't want to push something that shouldn't be pushed. He'll know that. He should know that Johnny in front's got a penalty as well. So as long as he sticks within this gap of 3 seconds, he'll pick up 3rd place. He'll pick up that podium, which will still, all in all, be a good result on your first race. As SO picks up another 3 seconds. Monkey coming through the S's on his final lap. It's going to be a quiet one for him, but which will enable him with a 26 point. Who's got the fastest lap? With the fastest lap, so that'll be 26 points. So he'll go. It'll be an 18-point swing in his favour. So he'll be going from 8 points down at the start of this race to 18 points clear. So all he'd have to do is pick up an 8. What is it? 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. He needs to pick up a 6th place in the final race to secure the title. As I think Kaz has gone round again. Yes, he's going to. As he's like going into the final lap, Monkey's going to wrap up the win. As it looks as though it's just gone dry. There's minimal spray. It's just coming off the diffuser now. So SO pulled in 20 seconds, 24 seconds at that. As Monkey takes the win, celebrates with a bin. As Soglin finishes 7th, Overkill will finish 8th. K-Dog 9th, Jolly Roger will finish 10th, and then we've got the fight here for the podium. Overkill loses it a bit on traction. Oh, Johnny's tyres have gone, I think. Spaceman, you don't want to throw it away now, lad. Johnny, you don't want to fight it with your penalties. Keep it clean. It's a nice 4th place. Nice all-round race. Recovery from what could have been a terrible race. As we round in the final few corners, and he's not going to believe it himself. Spaceman picks up P2. Johnny will pick up P3 on track but fall to P4. Rockstar will pick up P3, get on the podium. And it'll be on Agskatty to pick up 5th place. And Kaz making a big gamble for the soft tyres, for the dry tyres. And it only become dry pretty much on the last lap. The DRS hasn't really been enabled, unless it has and I haven't seen it. But you're going to have Kaz round out the Japanese Grand Prix in Tier 2. Monkey Mafia winning. Spaceman in 2nd place. Rockstar in 3rd place. So we'll have Ty for driver of the day. An invite for the Tier 1 race. But Kaz is going to cross the line and round out the penultimate race for Tier 2. Big bins. Yes, we love it. Enjoy. Spin arrow. And that's it. Fucking well. Properly deserved as well, that is. A properly deserved driver of the day for Spaceman. Monkey picks up the victory. Spaceman is on the podium. So you're going to have Monkey first, picking up that win. Spaceman in 2nd, Rockstar in 3rd, the reserve, Johnny 5 4th, Agskatty 5th, Kaz in 6th place with that hugely mistimed gamble, SO in 7th, Mr. Overkill 8th, K-Dog in 9th, Jolly Roger in 10th, and all the rest of your DNFs are ZGS, Best Puns, Chris Money, JC Batley, Graphic Turtle, Caddies Knox, and Rusty Orc, and I've been Junit to win it. And that has been your Tier 2 Grand Prix at Japan. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you next week for the finale.